Take some time now to find a comfortable resting position. You could be either sitting or lying down, but any posture where you feel fully supported. Begin to open your sensations to anything that might be calling your attention in this moment. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in the body that you might be able to release, or if there's any small adjustment you might make to feel a little more comfortable and supported. Let go and release into the surfaces that your body is resting upon. Treat everything now in your awareness with curiosity and openness. So letting go of any tendency to verbalize or visualize, setting aside thinking and concepts, simply watching and being aware of everything in your experience, letting things be just as they are in your awareness, setting aside thinking, simply sensing your way. You allow sensations to come to you. You might sense that simple sense of awareness itself, that awareness in the background of all experience. So letting perceptions come to you, both from outside the body and inside and throughout the body. Senses wide open. As you're aware of the sound of my voice, you might notice other sounds around you. Noticing other sensations like the touch of air on your skin, the feeling of the clothes on your body, sensations where your body touches the surfaces supporting you. Welcoming all sensations within and throughout the body. Welcoming the energy and aliveness of the body. Letting everything be just as it is. In this attitude of welcoming, can you invite into your awareness your most heartfelt desire, that deepest desire for yourself, desire born out of your own heart, out of that deepest place within yourself. For that deep desire, there might be words that apply to you, maybe the word happiness, suggesting that thing that we desire for its own sake and above everything else. Maybe other words come to mind, like love, connection, meaning. It might be that there are no specific words that arise for you, but maybe you simply feel within yourself a deep sense of longing, a desire for something like completeness, wholeness, something you can't quite give words to. But however you now connect to this heartfelt desire, sit with this desire for a moment. Fully welcome your heartfelt desire with your entire body and mind. You might also think of some particular intention for this practice, so it could be some intention that supports you in your daily life as well, some type of a promise or commitment that you make to yourself. It could be to give something up, maybe to perform a daily action, maybe to remember something, but something that's achievable for you, something you can commit to. And it might simply be the intention to remain alert and attentive for this practice. But whatever it is for you, fully welcome and affirm your intention with your entire body and mind. And take a moment now to feel a felt sense of well-being, a feeling of being completely secure and at ease. You might do this by means of a memory. You might think of maybe a time in childhood or a more recent memory where you felt a deep sense of well-being, a sense of being without anxiety, untroubled, peaceful, and at ease. You might think of how the company of a special person produced this felt sense for you. Could be a wise and trusted friend, a loved one, relative. Could even be a pet or an animal. You might also think of a special place for you, maybe a garden or some other place in nature, maybe a place at home that's special for you. But recalling some memory or image that invites this deep, felt sense of well-being, a sense of being secure and at ease. And letting this felt sense be your inner resource. So something that you can return to at any time throughout this practice, even in your daily life. Kind of safe haven that you can go to anytime you feel the need to feel that sense of well-being, feeling secure and at ease. The inner resource is not simply the image or memory, but beyond that felt sense in the body. Remembering again that you can return to this felt sense at any time throughout this practice. Any time that you feel the need to feel totally secure and at ease. As we begin now to rotate attention throughout the body, remember to set aside thinking, just sensing your way, just letting things be as they are. As you bring attention to parts of the body, there might be moments when you feel very little or maybe nothing at all, but that's fine. Let that just be your experience then. Not trying to impose, not having expectations of anything in particular, but being open and receptive, sensing from within whatever is present. So sensing now your jaw, the muscles around the jaw, the inside of the mouth, floor of the mouth, the ceiling of the mouth, the inner side walls on the left and right, the teeth, lips, and gums, the tongue, the back of the throat. The entire mouth has sensation. Not thinking or visualizing, but welcoming sensations just as they are. Sensing the left ear, the outer structure of the left ear, the deep inner canal of the left ear, the right ear, its outer structure, deep inner canal. Now welcome sensations of both ears at the same time. sensing the left nostril, the right nostril, sensing both nostrils together, sensing the left eye, cheekbone, eyeball, eyebrow, sensations deep behind the left eye, the right cheekbone, right eyebrow, right eye, sensations deep behind the right eye, welcoming sensations of both eyes together, without visualizing or analyzing, sensing your way. Sense the skin of the face, the forehead, the crown of the head, the back of the head, the neck and throat, sensations deep inside the throat, welcoming the entire neck and head as a field of sensation. Sensing the left shoulder, the left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm, and fingers. The entire left arm as sensation. Sensing the right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm, and fingers. The entire right arm as sensation. Welcoming both arms at the same time as radiant sensation. The upper chest and back, the mid-chest and back, the belly, lower back, pelvis, sacrum, the entire torso alive as a field of radiant sensation. The left hip, the left thigh, knee, foreleg and calf, ankle, foot, and toes. The entire left leg as sensation. Alert, attentive, sensing the right hip, the right thigh, the knee, foreleg and calf, ankle, foot, and toes, the entire right leg. Now welcoming both legs at the same time as vibrant sensation. Sense the entire front of the body, the entire back of the body, the left side, the right side, the entire surface of the body, sensations deep inside the body. Now welcoming the entire body as vibrant, alive sensation. Open to all sensations present within and throughout the body. All the changing sensations within your awareness. Noting how all of these experiences are felt in your awareness. Can anything be felt or experienced outside of your awareness? Can you in some way bring attention to this awareness itself? This sense of awareness. Is awareness like a thing that you experience, or is it rather the background in which all of these sensations are experienced? welcoming whatever your experience is now, just as it is. If it feels helpful, you might welcome in that felt sense of your inner resource, that sense of simple being and well-being, those feelings of being secure and at ease. Begin to sense now the body breathing itself, feeling the flow of sensation as breath enters and leaves the body, air in and out of the nostrils, any movements of the body as you breathe, chest and abdomen expanding, releasing, welcoming whatever sensations might be present as breath comes and goes. As you breathe, follow each inhale and exhale, not trying to change the breath, just letting it be just as it is. The body breathing itself, following the movement of each breath. As you come to the bottom of an exhale, there's a slight pause before bringing in air again. Notice the felt sense of that pause at the bottom of the exhale. You might find a sense of quiet to stillness, a sense of quiet peace before the need to breathe in again. And again, not altering or changing anything, simply sensing the breath. As you notice this sense of peace and stillness at the bottom of your exhale, can you stay with the felt sense of that peace and stillness as you then inhale, continue with the cycle of breath? But following the breath, however it is for you, wholly absorbed in the breath, not trying to change or control anything. Now begin counting your breath backwards from 7 to 1. So a round of breath for each count. So 7, inhaling, exhaling. 6, inhaling, exhaling. 5, inhaling, exhaling. Continuing on at your own pace, not trying to control the breath, but wholly absorbed in each inhale and exhale, doing nothing but counting from 7 to 1. Abdomen expanding, releasing, counting with your body's own natural rhythm. Being alert, attentive, doing nothing but counting from 7 to 1. You lose count, then just start again at 7. Completely absorbed in counting each breath. The body breathing itself. Chest, abdomen expanding, releasing. feels right, allow counting to fall away, but stay attentive to the flows of sensation and energy throughout the body as you breathe. But welcoming this experience just as it is. It's helpful you might interweave into the breath the felt sense of your inner resource of being and well-being, feeling secure and at ease, all the while aware of each breath. Noticing how breath comes and goes in your awareness. You might ask, is this the same awareness present as you rotated attention throughout the body? Does awareness itself ever change? Isn't everything experienced in this same awareness? Welcoming now any feelings that might be present in the body right now. So physical sensations like warmth or coolness, heaviness, lightness, feeling tight or open. Not trying to change anything that you might perceive, but welcoming whatever might be calling your attention as feeling. If you sense any particular feeling that's calling your attention right now, can you locate that in the body? So as you're present with this feeling, not so much thinking, but simply sensing from within. And you might locate an opposite feeling. So if you were sensing warmth, can you locate coolness anywhere in the body? Or if heaviness, can you sense lightness anywhere? That opposite may simply be the lack of the original feeling. It could be a more neutral feeling, but whatever the opposite might seem like to you, fully welcome that opposite. And then go back to the original feeling again, fully welcoming that feeling. And then just move back and forth between these opposites at your own pace. Fully welcoming one and the other just a few times. As you move back and forth between these opposites, aren't both present in the same awareness? As you're aware of one feeling and the other, isn't each one experienced in that same awareness? Now welcome both opposites at the same time, sensing how this acts on your body and mind. However you experience these opposites together, isn't that experience also present in that same awareness? Now welcome any emotion that might be present in the body or an emotion that's speaking to you or that you're working on in your daily life. To help invite that emotion into your body, you might recall a memory or image. If no emotion is present, then just stay with whatever might be calling your attention. Setting aside thinking, just sensing the emotion or whatever is calling your attention. Notice where and how you might feel it in the body. Welcoming any images or thoughts that might accompany your experience. Welcoming your experience just as it is, without judging or analyzing. Sitting with this emotion, and knowing that at any time you can weave into your experience that inner resource of simple being and well-being. If it feels right, then locate an opposite emotion or experience. Where and how might you feel that in your body? And then move back and forth between these opposites, experiencing first one and the other, doing this at a pace that feels right for you. Just going back and forth a few times. And then sense and welcome both opposites at the same time, feeling how this acts on your body and mind, welcoming your experience just as it is. Sense how these changing emotions, these opposites, just like the opposite feelings, are present in that same awareness. That awareness in the background of opposite feelings and emotions. You might experience the sense of awareness itself, that simple sense of awareness in which feelings and emotions appear and fall away. If it feels right, can you locate a belief that you take to be true about yourself? Or it might simply be a belief that's calling your attention in this moment. When you take this to be true, where and how do you feel it in your body? If there are any memories or images, maybe emotions that arise with that belief, then simply welcome those without analyzing or judging. And knowing that you can call to mind, again, that inner resource, that safe haven of well-being, feeling secure and at ease. And if it feels right, can you bring to mind an opposite of that belief? Whatever might seem like the opposite for you, experiencing where and how you feel this opposite in your body. return to the original belief, sensing it again. Then welcome the opposite, treating whatever's present with curiosity and openness. Then welcome both of these opposites together at the same time, letting that experience be just as it is. Notice and welcome all that's now present in your awareness. You might experience yourself as that unchanging awareness in which all of these changing experiences arise and pass away. Sensing how everything that's present is present in this same awareness. This pure awareness in which experience comes and goes. Can you find right now an inner felt sense of joy? You might think of it as that sense of contentment that you experience when emotions and feelings are calm, when the body is calm, thoughts are undisturbed. Is there an underlying sense of contentment and even a sense of joy that might arise? You might think of other words like happiness or bliss. You might recall an experience where you felt a sense of joy. That could be thinking of a person, maybe a pet, piece of music or art, any special memory or time in your life. But anything that fosters this felt sense of joy allows you to be present with it. Being present with the experience, the inner feeling of this sense of joy. Allow this sense of joy to expand throughout the body, feeling a sense of joy with every breath, joy flowing through the torso, arms and legs, the entire body alive with this felt sense of joy. Sensing how this feeling of joy is unfolding in awareness. Awareness in the background as joy arises. Feel yourself as this sense of spacious and unchanging awareness in which the feeling of joy is present. And now, setting aside again the thinking mind, welcome the simple sense of yourself, not your feelings or emotions or sensations or any other changing states, but the felt sense of yourself as I, this sense of I am. As you're aware of this sense of I, can you sense the background of awareness in which this sense of I itself is experienced? That simple sense of awareness, simple sense of being itself. not caught up in experience or sensation, but simply resting in awareness, the simple sense of pure being. As you stay present with this sense of being, can you inquire, does this sense of simple being have any changing qualities? Isn't the sense of simple being or awareness unchanging? As perceptions and experiences come and go, doesn't awareness remain? Does this sense of awareness itself have boundaries or limits? Isn't it present regardless of the experience? How and where might you experience the center of this awareness? Does it have a center? Does it have parts? Can anything ever be removed from your awareness? Isn't everything you experience experienced in that awareness? And as this simple sense of awareness, ask yourself, do I lack anything as awareness? As awareness, is there anything that could be added to me that would make me more complete? Sensing your way as unchanging awareness. Letting go and completely dissolving into being awareness. Resting in awareness. Awareness awake and aware of itself, and everything just as it is. Abiding now as awareness, welcome again the felt sense of being and well-being, that inner resource, sense of feeling secure and at ease. Reflect back on the journey that you've taken, sensing the various experiences, that sense of being I, when we say I am, that is experiencing the one who is aware. The experience of joy or bliss, the beliefs, emotions, and feelings that were sensed in our awareness. The sensations of the breath, all the sensations throughout the body. All of these experiences unfolding within spacious and unchanging awareness. Sensing how this awareness is like the vast open space of the sky. Sky in which clouds pass, thunder, rain, wind move in and out, darkness and light appear, disappear, reappear. Awareness is like the sky, remains uncolored by experience. As change unfolds in awareness, awareness remains just as it is. Now, without leaving this sense of awareness, you might call to mind the intention that you formed at the beginning of this practice. There might be a new intention that occurs to you, but fully welcome your intention now with your entire body and mind. Call to mind again your most heartfelt desire, that deep desire for your whole life, that thing that you want more than anything else. Fully welcome and affirm your heartfelt desire now with your entire body and mind. Imagine now going back to your daily life, to your day or evening, all the while awake and aware as awareness, knowing that all of life and every experience unfolds within the same awareness. And begin directing your attention now back to the body, sensing yourself again in the room that you're in, sensing the surfaces supporting you, the various sensations, the feeling of the clothes on your body, touch of air on your skin, all the sounds around you, the sound of my voice, coming fully back into the room that you're in, where you are now, the remainder of the day or evening ahead of you, taking your time to come back to a fully alert and awake state of consciousness. You might open and close your eyes several times. Maybe make some small movements, open and close the hands, wiggling the fingers and toes, stretching the body, gently moving the neck and head. If you're lying down, you might roll over to one side, come up to sitting. Just take a moment to notice how you feel, noticing any new sensations, emotions, the atmosphere of your own being in this moment. And you might recall how you felt at the beginning of the practice. Perhaps compare it to what you're experiencing now. Noticing any shifts maybe in body, breath, mood, or state of mind. Letting your experience be just as it is, complete and whole, as we conclude this practice.